So it's been a couple of years since we did a vehicle walk around. And in those couple of years, I have a completely different vehicle. So it's about time. Let's go over my delivery car setup. So gone are the days of the Dodge Caliber. That's a Volkswagen Passat. So let's take you inside, going over the accessories, my cleaning, my entire setup. So I'm thinking we should start from the driver's side. So let's go inside and start from there. So again, this is a Volkswagen Passat, and I like to keep things super minimal. I don't think you need a lot of stuff cluttering your vehicle. So starting with the center console, that's just a standard Apple charging cable. For my vehicle, now I have recommended other third-party cables. Some of them are pretty good, but if you want 100% guaranteed that your phone's gonna work, I'm gonna go with a factory cable. Now that tiny little adapter down there, you can't quite see it, but that is amazing. It's super small, so it sits pretty flush with that DC adapter, and it's power charging. So that means that my iPhone, it gets the most power as fast as possible. And it's got a great USB-A adapter for any other accessories. All right, next, let's go into this little armrest container. All right, so let's check out what we got in here. Obviously, don't need the wallet. Let's set that aside. We have a mask, which is mandatory now. Got that in there. All right, we also got something that's been in here for some time, and I probably need to replace it. This is pepper gel. So if you're doing rideshare, if you're doing scooter charging, if you're doing delivery, it doesn't really matter what niche you're in. This is a great product to have. Now, I recommend this pepper gel versus any pepper spray because, kind of as the name implies, this is a very sticky, straight line shot. Versus pepper spray, again, as the name implies, it's going to spray out. So if you do have to use this, especially in a vehicle, it's better to have pepper gel. What else we got in here? We have a go-to. Guys, this is fantastic. This tiny little Spuds cloth is a microfiber cloth. You're using your phone all the time. It's gonna get foggy. It's gonna get smudges on it from your hands, touching it all the time. This is great. And this comes in a lot of different sizes. I'll make sure to leave all of these products linked down below in the description. All right, what else? It's been a while since I've actually gone in here. So we have another DC adapter. And whenever you're looking for these adapters, guys, to charge your phone, you want to look at the amperage right here. Obviously, you want a higher amperage to make sure you're getting full power to your phone. Now, this one is just a standard charger. This doesn't have the power charging for my iPhone, but I keep it in here because you never know. It's good to have a spare. Speaking of extras, here is an extra iPhone charging cable. This one is from a company that I recommend, one that I've worked with before. This is Ananda. Now, this one is great because it's a braided cable. So that means security. This is tested for thousands and thousands of bends. Now, if you are a rideshare driver, and if you do want to have charging cables for your passenger, it's good to have some extra. Next is a little LED flashlight. And this is great for actually looking in your vehicle. Now, I do recommend installing upgraded LEDs actually in the ceiling of your vehicle, those ceiling lights. It's a great look. It looks very clean, and it's really inexpensive to do so. But this is great because when those lights can't reach, of course, what? Under the seats, you can find items using this. Looks like we have another power adapter. You can never have too many of these. Extra contact case, and this is actually really important. Having your little toiletries. So a contact case, I need some contact solution in here, re-wetting drops. If you have contacts, guys, you know sometimes they kind of get all funky. Consider having the eye drops, the contact solution, because nothing's more annoying when you're stuck out there driving and your contacts start messing up. Now, this one is really neat. Honestly, I haven't used this too much, but I have used it more in the past. This is a fidget cube. Guys, if you have a ton of energy, like me, you're sitting here, you're driving for hours, you may get a little bored, right? And you don't want to have any tics. If you bite your nails, what have you, this is great to keep your hands busy. So it's got little buttons, little wheels, little knobs. Again, just things to keep you busy. All right, that's about it for the center console. Let's put all this junk away and look at the rest of the vehicle. I almost forgot, under the seat. This is a great storage spot for you as a driver. You can keep supplies, you can keep food. Of course, you can use a cooler for that as well. Now today, I actually have reusable gloves. Now, I don't use this as much anymore. I just kind of rely on the hand sanitizer, but good to have. And one more thing on the front of the vehicle here is this dash cam. Now, this I'm actually switching out. It's an older model, and it can't really even get into the headliner of this Passat. But really, for whatever you're driving in the gig economy, a definite must, a great investment, get a dash cam. Now, this is a Falcon F360 dash cam. It's very popular in the rideshare space because it does have 2 cameras, both of which can swivel so you can record the interior of the vehicle or, of course, the exterior. All right, to the back of the vehicle. And really the only thing that lives here is my absolute go-to staple. That's my catering bag. A fantastic pickup. If you're doing deliveries, you gotta get this. It's a great investment because when you're out there driving, you're going to have larger orders that are 2 bags, 3 bags of food. This is insulated, it has very durable handles, completely zips closed, and it's a lot larger. So you can carry more of those bags and you don't have to worry about juggling all of them in one arm. Moving to the other side of the vehicle here, let's talk about the setup over here. Now, this is my go-to spot for all of my food bags. Right now, we can see our bag from Shipt, but this is where I put all of my customer orders when I'm driving delivery. And I recommend this spot versus putting it here in the passenger seat. I just think, hey, lower center of gravity, having it right there where you can see it, that's a go-to spot. And what I like this versus putting it on the passenger seat is here you can snugly fit 2 bags. So let's say I had 2 bags sitting here in the footwell. When they're sitting side by side, they kind of nicely wedge each other right here in the footwell. Now, I have placed bags here on the passenger seat, but I really recommend the footwell. If there is that rare circumstance where something leaks, and let's say it really leaks through the bag, I'd rather have it leak here on the floor mats versus the passenger seat. All right, time to go into the glove compartment. Now, there's not too much crazy here, but this is a real go-to storage spot for me as a driver. This right here is Osmium. This is a air sanitizer. It's another absolute must-have if you're doing anything with your vehicle in the gig economy. For driving after those passengers get out, for delivery, for those pizzas, what have you, just spray this in the center of your vehicle, maybe put the windows down for a second. Perfect. Now, other than that, obviously I have my vehicle information. We have some gloves there, again, less used right now, but napkins, and more napkins. So because I recommend bringing food when you're driving instead of wasting money on fast food, here's where I keep all of my napkins, my condiments, all of my plastic utensils right here. And even a great idea would be to put all of those in a Ziploc bag. So basically, all of your food essentials are nicely organized. So another essential as a driver is a phone holder. This one from Scosche honestly has lasted years and years. Now, having a newer iPhone, it actually supports wireless charging, so I am looking to upgrade this to a wireless charger. In my opinion, and maybe as funny as it sounds, is to not skimp on your phone holder. This is your main tool as a driver, so definitely something you want to invest in. All right, time to move back here to the trunk. So firstly, please don't blame me on the beach equipment. What can you say? I do live here in San Diego. So let's go over here and look at some of the equipment. So number one, a solid microfiber drying cloth for your vehicle. This is massive, and you really don't realize what your standard car wash misses whenever you send your vehicle through it. Absolutely invest in a high quality drying cloth for your vehicle. Just goes the extra mile. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We have the Armor All Extreme Tire Shine. Now, this is fantastic. I've used several different Tire Shine products. I love this one. Gives it that extremely black, wet look. Now, the only thing about this is it is a nozzle applicator. Armor All and these other brands do sell a more precision applicator. So if you are picky about that, I do recommend getting the precision applicator. Something huge that I absolutely recommend, is something that I actually use today, is this Total Interior Cleaner from Chemical Guys. Now, whenever I was driving a lot more rideshare, a lot of my passengers commented how well my vehicle smelled. That was really due to this product. It's a fantastic product. It does the job. Now, it's not going to give your plastic trim on the inside of your vehicle really that wet look, that gloss look. It's not meant for that. This is a cleaner, smells great, and again, gets the job done. Number 3 is something that I hope you're not neglecting if you have tinted windows on your vehicle. Now, this product is fantastic. It's the only one that I'm going to use on my windows. This is tint safe. And I was finding I was using cleaners that were not tint approved on my vehicle. The last thing you want to do is spend money on a great tint job just to ruin it with a less than stellar cleaner. And really the only other thing I have back here are replacement headlights. This is another one of those things you just don't really think about, but it's gonna happen eventually. Your headlights will burn out over time. So instead of having to run back to, let's say, an AutoZone, something like that, and to stop your shift, consider having an extra in your vehicle so you're ready to go. Now, really the only other thing I have in here is a sunshade. I mean, hey, it's a pretty good investment, doesn't cost a lot of money. That's just to protect the inside of your vehicle. And of course, even here in San Diego, no one wants to be stuck in the rain, so an umbrella is always a good call. So that is the vehicle walk around. We went in the front, the middle, and the rear, and it has been a couple of years. So I hope you've enjoyed this walk around. And who knows, in a couple of years from now, maybe we'll do an update. If you've enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, and make sure to check out the first link in my description. That's for my Amazon storefront for the very best accessories for your side hustle. Click or tap the screen now for my most recent video, as well as a video recommended for you, and I'll see you in the next one.